Today is Tuesday. I am in Williams, Arizona. A third overnight stop. Not ideal, not what I wanted to do, but I did see that it's a pretty cool area, and it gave me a chance to. It would give me a chance to decide if I wanted to drive up to the Grand Canyon today, before going to California, which would have added about 2 or 3 hours to the trip to California. I'm thankful. There's so many things to be thankful for. So many things to be thankful for. I'm thankful for safety on the road. I'm thankful for confidence from God on the road. I'm a confident driver in general. Not overconfident, because, stuff is just out of my control. But as far as what's in my control, I really focus on that. But I thank God for, I can trust Him with everything that's just not in my control. I can't control what other people do. And, even I'm not perfect. I may make mistakes. That's why I thank God for His angels encamped around about me. His mercy. His promise that He would keep me. And also that when I'm following after His voice on a journey with Him, I'm safe. I'm in His hands. And I could be more excited about the journey and not worried about the details, which, has been a theme of what I've been overcoming and subduing on this road trip so far. Even though I enjoy road trips, as I've pointed out, I enjoy a long drive. I'm learning there are aspects of me that are vulnerable to fearful thinking, especially over the past couple of years. And fear is not welcome. So I thank God for His safety today. Last night, it was nighttime. The roads were not horrible. I mean, it wasn't scary. It wasn't like driving on the Pacific Coast Highway on the outward lane going south at night was terrifying. It was just terrifying. We were on a cliff, and there were not always guardrails, and there's a lot of curves. It was terrifying. I would never do that again. I would drive on the northbound lane on the inside. I would do that. But the roads here, the highways here, the mountains, it's not that high. It's not a lot of cliffs. It's not huge dips and a bunch of curves. There are a few curves here and there, but it just wasn't that bad. So at night, it wasn't so bad. So I was willing to kind of really truck it through the night and then maybe see about doing something in California instead of staying in Arizona. But I got to Flagstaff and thought about, it's a cool area, but it was nighttime. And maybe it'd be worth staying around in this area. And like I said, weighing the option of going to the Grand Canyon. But when I got off of I-40 to head towards Williams, there's a turn you have to make left, and it's like off a street where the cars are just coming nonstop. And as I'm waiting for those cars because I'm making a left, and those cars were, in the lane that I would have to turn into. So I'm looking to the left and to the right, but the cars are all mostly coming from the right. And so I'm looking to the left, I don't see anything coming. Look to the right, it's still a bunch of cars, but I see an opening. And then when that opening came, I'm like, I'm going to go for it. But as soon as I was about to go for it, a car popped up from the left. And I had to really stop before I really went. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And then so I just, I put on my hazards because there was a huge clearing right there. I put on my hazards. Let me just pull and wait, which technically I know I'm not supposed to do. Put off to the left shoulder with my hazards on. Because I'm like, it'll actually be easier to just get there from there. So I did that. And then I could see confidently what was coming from, the onward traffic. And wait for an opening. And mostly it was just dark. And so that was tricky. That was the trickiest thing of this drive so far. Was making that left off I-40 into Williams, Arizona at night. I don't think it would have mattered that night because it was just a bunch of cars coming. So I don't even think the nighttime changed it. The nighttime actually probably helped it because the cars coming from the left, I could see their headlights. So really it was just that turn was tricky. And so my gratitude right at this moment is that even when things are tricky, I'm safe because God got me. But that really, this drive is not that bad. And so my resolution is to reject every notion that I can't drive at night and all that. I've been doing this. I've done this. I do this. I enjoy doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. So that's what I'm thankful for. A go ahead from God that I'm safe, that He's invited me on this journey. I can trust Him. Fear is not my portion. Little instances don't have to color the whole thing. Like me trying to make that left and having trouble with that left, which really I should have just been more patient and just waited for a more bold clearing. That don't color my driving experience. You know, one instance does not paint the whole picture. And even in that instance, God is on the throne. And I can learn from it. I'm thankful for that today. So, about to maybe do a little bit of looking around here. A little Route 66 stuff. Maybe eat something here. I don't know. But I really want to just get back on the road and head into California. I decided not to go to the Grand Canyon. Maybe I'll do it on the way back, but I'll save that for another video. I decided not to go to the Grand Canyon. It's not logistical. It's a little spiritual. And I'll talk about that when I'm in California. And maybe explain better why I'm going to Joshua Tree in the first place. Because I have talked about wanting to go somewhere and not going to Florida because my aunt passed. God giving me this car. But there is some more detail into it too that, you know, I hadn't really made a point to share. But if God say the same, I'll share it because it's beautiful. God is beautiful. The journeys He invites us on are beautiful. The paths He has for us are beautiful, even when they have challenges and adversities. I love the verse that says, you know, in the world you have trouble, but be of good cheer because I've overcome the world. Jesus is literally saying, yeah, it's going to be messed up stuff out here, but you can literally be abundantly happy because I conquered all of that for you. Everything I face has already been conquered by Jesus. So that's what I'm leaning into on this journey. All right. Well, if you watch this and the Lord is inviting you on a journey to obey Him, to walk after Him, to follow after His voice, to go deeper into Him, to conquer fear, to do something uncomfortable, that part. Be encouraged. Be encouraged because it will be worth it. If you don't know Him, my prayer as always is that you will receive Him, that you will understand your need to come higher into Him, that in your low human estate, the highest purpose of your existence is to be unified with the Most High God. And Jesus has made the way for that unification, for you to be reunited in spirit and fullness and oneness and aligned with Him. I could say it so many ways, but the point is still Jesus, and that He loves you, and that He has more for you, and that He overcame for you, and that He'll make sense of all the nonsense for you. All of the nonsense makes sense in Christ alone. So receive Him. Y'all stay blessed.